Man, it looks like we're live. There we go. First time doing it without a delay, that's for sure. But hello, everyone. It is I, Mike V. How are you all doing today? Welcome to brand new live stream. This is the Monday Mic Drop, episode 1. This is a live Q&A, discussion, news, talk, and answering your questions. And playing, of course. We might do that, a little bit of that later in the stream. But we're going to go ahead and wait a little bit for people to join in. To make sure to do some testing before starting off. And once we get a few folks making their presence known, we'll go ahead and start off the stream. But in the meantime, I'll go ahead and explain what is going on. So I've decided to bring back a live Q&A where I discuss news in relations to the casino gambling industry, to poker, to slot channels. In this case, we're going to be discussing some news regarding that. We're going to have discussions in the future. I hope to have regular guests. Right now, we don't have any. I tried to get Dave on, but looks like he is busy. He did say he might come in a couple weeks from now, so you guys can look forward to that. And then I'll answer your questions. And then during the downtime, I'll go ahead and load up a game. We could do some requests as well. And Jose Ramirez, hi from LA. I'm assuming that is, yeah, because with the periods, I'm assuming that's Los Angeles. Welcome. Glad you could join us. All right, so I guess we can go ahead and start off with the news. Let me just do a double check here on. All right, so we got a couple of you guys joining in. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So let's discuss the news. I don't have much to discuss for this segment, but I was alerted to this here. I'll go ahead and show it to you guys. But it appears that Brantley and Mark were mentioned in the wizardofvegas.com forums. And so I'm going to share with you guys what's happened there. Hey, Jay Blinky, welcome. So I'll go ahead and bring it up here to you guys. So I was alerted to this on, I think it was Saturday. Somebody linked to it in the Cowboy Slots forum, but it has since been deleted. So if you try to look for it there, you won't find it. But yeah, so it was bound to happen that someone would mention it here on this particular website. So a little bit of backstory. I used to actually linger these forums quite a bit over a decade ago, I would say. I haven't logged into my account in like 7 years. And yeah, this is where Mike Shackelford, he was the source of a lot of my information on casino games back in my late teens, early 20s. So I got a lot to thank him for that. But yeah, we have an interesting forum conversation. We have the original poster accusing Brantley of a few things, and to be honest, it's like yeah, it's as you'll be able to see once we summarize what's happening here. These are like completely different communities with completely different target audiences and completely different purposes. For example, here, one of the complaints is that the idea of building a bankroll by playing a low volatility slot, or in this case, a negative expectation game. That's the term I was looking for. So that's the critique here about building a bankroll by playing a game that is not that you cannot win in the long run. So you can see the thinking behind people who uh, who would be the likely type of person I would be following this type of website. I'm not going to read through it, but if you want, so you can go ahead and find it. It's quite easy. You just go to wizardofvegas.com. And Mark does make an appearance here. I'll go ahead and scroll down so you could find it. A lot of sarcastic posts, especially when the discussion is about someone who like claims to have a betting system uh, that can beat roulette. Even and all the members of the forum know that it's not true, and therefore they start posting sarcastic comments. At least that's what I remember many years ago when I used to read these. Let's see if I could find there. Okay, here's Mark's first post. So obviously, I've known Mark for over 2 years now. Just around the time where he started to join Brandley over at Cowboy Slots a couple years back, and yeah, he's an honest man. Uh, he knows what he's saying, and he knows I know, and a lot of people on like both forums will know that slots do lose over the long run. It's just obviously his channel and Brantley's channel are discussing many a different they're different discussing slots in a different way to target uh, different people like newbies to casino gambling. But one important thing, and yeah, there are a couple of folks here that are very hostile, which is unfortunate, but that's kind of the thing you'll see here. But one big post here is by from I think he was formerly the webmaster of the site, Michael Blue Jay. Uh, he weighed in, which was nice. So he has his own opinions here. Like he says that low volatility slots don't help you quote build a bankroll because they're still negative EV. He says that the payback percentage or RTP matters even in the short term. As you could see, if you were to scroll down and read read Mark's reply, he does disagree a little bit on that, especially for the short term. But yeah, so that's pretty interesting news to share with you guys. If you haven't come across it yet, I would guess that maybe if you're a member of Gamble Smart Smarties Club, you might know of this post already. And of course, if you were paying attention to the Cowboy Slots forum where I've was alerted to this news, you might have seen as well. So I thought I might share this with you guys. But yeah, so the thing to take away from this is that a forum such as this is going to be filled with a lot of people who are video poker players, blackjack card counters, people who are looking to either minimize the casino's edge on when they play, as opposed to say a casual player who may be intimidated by these games. Table games can be quite intimidating, for example. Though I think this is starting to become less now that there are electronic versions of these games that are more widespread. But I don't know. Uh, and and I hope with I've hoped with my channel to bridge the gap a bit by introducing you guys to video poker at the very least. And I'm glad to see a lot of you guys like that as well. So that was the interesting news for that. And I guess the other news that just broke earlier today was that there won't be a Gamble Smart stream this Wednesday due to I think it is work issues, work meeting. Other than that, there hasn't been any other news. Personal news: some members of my family did go to the casino over the weekend. I decided not to, simply because didn't budget for it. Wasn't interested. Plan on going eventually, probably next month, something like that. We will see. And of course, I'll let you guys know when that happens. So yeah, that's pretty much the news I want to share with you guys today. We'll go ahead and let's start answering some questions. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and put them in the chat. I'm gonna start off with a question asked before the stream from Lil Joe. He usually is asleep this time of the day, so but he wanted to get a question and he asked in the comment section of one of my other videos. So I'll go ahead and bring forth that. Okay, yeah. So what do you say? Okay, is there a way to determine the volatility of video poker carnival games like Ultimate X, or Ultimate X bonus streak or Dream Card? So he wants to know the volatility or the variance for those games. And I did some research on this prior to the stream. So thank you, Joe, for the question. Unfortunately, let's see here. It's very difficult to find that information. Like for example, I did find this. I'll go ahead and show you guys. This is the brochure from IGT on Dream Card, and I wasn't able to find any exact data, but they do have the volatility index for the game right here, but they only tell you whether or not it's high, medium, or low, and it is high. I would not be surprised because you are adding additional features and multipliers to the game, and that's going to make the game much higher in volatility than the standard video poker game. So that's what I was able to find for Dream Card. Ultimate X, I found a couple of interesting uh, forum posts on other sites. I'll go ahead and I have some notes here in front of me I can read off of. So, according to one person who did a 1 billion hand simulation, someone was asking the variance for 8-6 jacks or better 5-handed Ultimate X, and the person who did the billion hand simulation gave a response of a variance of 85. Keep in mind, jacks are better's variance at single hand, just standard single hand regular jacks are better, is 19.5. 5-hand Ultimate X, jacks are better is 95. See how big the variance is there? And someone else mentioned 9-6 double double bonus single hand Ultimate X has a variance of 72. For comparison, double double bonus single hand not Ultimate X is 41. So 41 to 72. And that's just single hand, by the way. If you're playing Ultimate X, you're most likely playing multi hand, and that's going to have a higher variance. So hopefully that answers your question, Joe. And Jay Blinky in the chat. So let me read off the comments here. Yeah, I would expect that as such. Uh, the most recent video I did upload, if you haven't seen it yet, I uploaded it 4 hours ago. After the stream, go ahead and check it out. It's about reading the rules for slots and video poker, and there is a little bit of video poker screenshots on there, so there is something to learn there for video poker. But yeah, that also does cover slots, and given the fact that not many people have watched it at this point, I would assume that yeah, people are looking for more video poker content. Glad you guys enjoyed the one from Friday that I posted. Does IGT even know? Yeah. They're not sharing it with us. They're keeping it secret. I'm probably kidding, of course. Speaking of new videos coming out, I guess while we wait for some more questions, I do have a new video already made for Friday. And this one's actually going to be a little bit of a story, a little bit of storytelling. And I'm not going to spoil it too much, but I will give you the title. Maybe you know what it is. But I think the title I have it is How One Mistake Cost Caesars Thousands. Very interesting story. It's from an event that took place back in 2007. So look forward to that. All right, I got videopoker.com loaded up on my screen in case we can go ahead and play some games in the meantime while we wait for some more questions. As always, do me a favor and post some questions in the chat. Say hi. Yeah, I guess we can go ahead and... I don't know, let's play some Ultimate X. Why not? Actually, let's do it through the... I was going to say do it through the training mode, but you know, I'll just do it through the regular mode. All right, let's go crazy. All right, here we go. Let's do some Ultimate X. I don't have the training mode on, so I'm just going to be playing randomly here. All right, Jay Blinky. I'll go ahead and answer your question here. When you hit the draw button, after you hold your cards, if there is a card in a position, does it place the newly drawn card behind her? Okay, so you're asking about the how the cards are distributed in video poker. I actually made a video on this one relatively recently. It's about the RNG in video poker. I don't know if you've seen it, but I released a video. I'm just looking here on my phone right now for the title, so you can look it up. Yeah, I released it about a month ago. How does the RNG work in video poker? So basically, how it is that when you hit the bet max button or the deal button to get the initial 5 cards, you know, so the machine is generating random numbers or is shuffling the cards multiple times per second. You know, every microsecond, thousands of times a second. And then the moment you hit that bet max button, the RNG picks 5 random cards at that moment, whatever the RNG stop value is at that point, and you get the first 5 cards. And then when you're deciding on what to hold, the cards are shuffling in the background. So if let's say you take 5 seconds from the moment you got dealt your cards to the moment where you hit the draw button to get the replacements, it's at that moment where you hit the draw button, the card stops shuffling, and then you receive your placement. So there's no like predetermined card behind the other. Maybe it was the case maybe back in the 80s, but it's certainly not the case now. And I actually used an emulator to actually show this to you, because it actually happens. It actually how do I say this? I actually found out that, you know, using the emulator, that if you were to wait 6 seconds or 4 seconds instead of 5 seconds, or even a fraction of that, the results will be completely different, because the cards are shuffling while it waits for you to hit the draw button. And if you do it at a different time, you'll get a completely different result. So I recommend definitely watching that video if you haven't done so. Look at that, 3 aces. Only the 2x multiplier over there. One full house. Now, I don't play Ultimate X that often. And I'll just go ahead and showcase the fact that when you are ready to leave an Ultimate X game, make sure you play off the multipliers. In this case, I reduced the bet from 10 credits a hand just to 5, just to demonstrate. And then we'll go ahead and then we'll go to another game. I don't know why, but I like Hunter play wheel poker for some reason. It's just crazy. To play for fun, of course. Oh, excuse me. Hunter play wheel poker. Here we go. Go ahead and load this one up. Good question. Let me go ahead and load put your question up here. Or 3 rather. Okay. I would think that the RNG is the random number generator is picking like a sequence of the 52 card deck, rather, so it'll deal from the top of the deck. At least that's how I would conceptualize it or visualize it in my head. I'm not sure exactly if that's what it's exactly doing, but it just seems that way when I did the experiment. That it will that looks like it. So just imagine it with a physical deck of cards. And so the remaining 47 cards are being shuffled, and then you hit the draw button, and it just stops, and then it deals from the top of the deck. At least that's what I think it's doing. It's like dealing from the top of the virtual deck at that moment that you hit the draw button. At least that's what I think. And I think it just draws enough cards that you request. It's not. I don't think it's drawing more than that. But I don't have enough information to verify that. All right, good to know. Brett, welcome. And thank you for subscribing, and glad you're enjoying my my Video Poker Genius series. Yep, it's a full, complete 22 plus part series. So cruise ships. Unfortunately, haven't been on a casino cruise ship, so I can't really answer that. There have been people who have sneakily took a photo of somebody of a slot machine at a cruise ship being set, or maybe not necessarily being set, but it had the configuration screen showing, the diagnostic screen showing, and I think it showed the payback percentage. Someone shared that. I think I saw it in the Cowboy Slots forum, where I think the slots themselves were set at like 80 something percent. This was a 3-reel slot. This wasn't a video slot, because I saw the words like sizzling sevens on there or something like that. So I would guess that they are probably just as bad. 6-5 jacks are better. I would guess, but I haven't been to a cruise ship, so I wouldn't know. Obviously, if anyone has been to a cruise ship and has seen the pay tables, I'd be interested. All right, interesting to know. Definitely report back on the pay tables for cruise ship video poker. Would be definitely interested. All right, let's go ahead and play some. I always just stick with double bonus when I do these. 100 hands with wheel poker. Actually, speed it up. Oh, we got one. With only one, so only one X multiplier. diamond draw. All right, so double bonus, so just ace only. Well, definitely more flushes than last time. Pair of nines. Chat is yours, guys. Go ahead and put some questions. Or alternatively, if you want to request a game for me to play, I'll go ahead and do that as well. Ace only. Suited king 10. See how fast the credits can run if you don't win. Jay Blinky, question. When I'm playing double bonus, do I hold the ace or the king queen unsuited next to it? So if the ace, the king, and the queen are all different suits, ace of clubs, king of spades, queen of diamonds, for example, then generally the best play is to hold just the ace. That would be different though if it was queen jack, and then in that case you would hold the queen jack. That's the only exception. But if you have an ace and king queen or king jack, and they're all three different suits, then you hold the ace. Jose. All right, so yeah, so when you come to Vegas, where do you play? So, trying to remember last couple of trips to Vegas, last couple of years. Normally, I go with we do a family trip, and usually I stay. Usually, my family books timeshare exchange at Marriott's Grand Chateau, which is on the Strip, right in between Planet Hollywood and MGM Grand, right across from Aria, across the street from Aria, and that's where we typically stay. So we tend to hang out in that region for much of the week, and then for one day we may take the car and go off Strip. The last trip to Vegas, I think we stopped at a couple of the off Strip casinos. One was South Point, and the other was Red Rock. It's been a long time since I've been downtown, so I haven't. I would need to make a trip there just to see what's different, what's changed, or what's the same. And also, the last couple of visits, I did enter the World Series of Poker for both. I played a couple of events, one in 2022 and another in 2023. Uh, and and so being right there in the center of this trip was quite a big deal, as it was hosted by Paris and Horseshoe, formerly Bally's hotels. You are welcome, Jay Blanky. Pair of eights. Huh, this was an interesting one. Unfortunately, I don't have this game doesn't have demo mode enabled under play with wheel poker, but I'm interesting to I guess I'll leave it out for you guys in the chat if you want to give a guess on what the proper play is for this one. We've got 3 to a straight flush, 4 to a gut shot straight with 3 high cards. That's probably the right move, I would guess. Yeah. I've got the Best Hold app on my phone. Maybe I could go ahead and just plug it in here. Nine of spades. Spades, 10 of clubs. Oh no, it's actually the straight flush draw. That's a good thing I checked. Let me actually double check because I had it on 10-6 double bonus. This I think is 9-6, right? So 10 of clubs, ace of clubs, and then the spades we have 9, jack, king. Yeah. Best move here is the whole go for the straight flush. And yep, Jay Blinky says it too. Oh, wow. Dealt flush, 100 hands. 2,500. We get some 4 of a kinds here. All right, we are 34 minutes into the stream. This is a nothing hand. Yeah. Thank you for joining, Jay Blinky. Glad you could make it at the very least. Play a few more, and I'll switch to another game. 4, 6, 7, 8, or the queen usually. Alright, that was decent. Open ender. Let's do one more. Not a good one. Alright. Let's go ahead and load up another game. Oop. I don't know why it... Alright, let me actually go back to the home page. This maybe it'll... Okay, yeah, now things load better. That dream card. Yeah, I guess we could go back to single hand for the time being. Oh, right, I gotta re-enable the custom games because I was playing around with it earlier. One interesting video idea I had was to do an experiment where, for example, I'd play a large number of hands of 9-6 jacks or better, and then I do the same thing with 6-5 jacks or better, and see what the exact total win or loss is compared to the expected losses for those games. See if the variance or the volatility is large enough to actually make a considerable difference, even in the short term. All right. I haven't done deuces well in a long time. We'll set it to 16-10. Actually, let's go ahead and enable the training, because I definitely need it. See, I'm trying to remember my next trip. So yeah, so the next major trip to the casino in the foreseeable future is going to be Tahoe and Carson City, which we go to every year. Yeah, so Tahoe and Carson City. It'll actually be the first time in a decade that my grandmother from my dad's side, who lives in Italy, is going to be flying over for a few weeks. So that's going to be a very interesting trip. One of the favorite things she likes about coming to America is to play the casinos. I'm not joking. Okay, I'm trying to remember. I know if a flush pays 10, you still go for the... No, you go for the flush still when it pays 15. Okay. Yeah, deuces wild has been a long time since I played it. I've been playing a lot more bonus poker and jacks are better as of late. Full house pays 20, so we go for 2 pair. I got it. Open ender. Nope. Yep, so deuce only there. Straight. Pair of sixes. 3 sixes. Do we go 7-5? Yes, we do. Almost. Deuce. Oh! Alright. Wild Royal. Exciting to get in any Deuce's Wild session. This is nothing. Oh, did not mean to hit. Oh, I just realized the C, V, B, N, and M also act as key commands for holding the cards, as opposed to as like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That I didn't even know that. All right, discard all. Yeah, but it ain't obvious. I am using the keyboard, so I don't have to use the mouse to click and hold, and then space bar to draw. Let's see. This is discard everything. 3 queens. Nothing here. One of the downsides of Deuce's Wild, a lot of discard everythings. Inside straight draw. Gut shot. 5, 7 of hearts. Nothing here. This is the exact same Deuce's Wild game that I played at South Point, and I got wrecked. I mean, unbelievable. Multiple sessions, and I couldn't get anything interesting. Deuce only. Guess I can report on last month's casino trip, because I don't think I did report on it. It was not as not much gameplay, I guess you could say, on my part during that. That was back in I think late March. What do I got? Nothing here. The one thing that was interesting was conversion of my free play. I put it in bonus poker, video poker. Nice. And it was $35 free play converted to $45, and I decided, oh, I'll play a little bit more down to 40 and then cash it out. And I ended up going back and forth so many times, hitting 60 at one point, or close to 60, until I finally got down to 40 and I cashed it out. And then after that, the only other game I played was, I guess you could say, my new favorite slot game at that particular casino, the I Love Triple Diamond free games. If you remember my trip report from prior to that, I hit bonus after bonus and big win after big win. 60-cent bets, only 20 bucks in, cashed out at, what was it, 175 or something, which was really nice. So I played that again, and I had another small win. I think I put in 20 and cashed out 40, doubling that as well. Oh yeah, and all those wins, those 2 wins happened the day after the prior gambling session, which was, what was it, Friday night, I think, where I hit the 4 9s and double bonus. It was the first time playing double bonus in a long time. And I hit that 4 of a kind right after a full house, too, which was very, very helpful, very nice. I cashed out 70. I think I only put in 20. And by the way, that 4 of a kind, that was that's the thumbnail for this stream, in case you were curious. Those 4 9s. Pair of 5s. Oh, 2 pairs. Gotta go for the full house in this spot. Even though 2 pair pays nothing. Nothing. Nope. A deuce and the 7 8 of spades. Pair of 9s. 4 9s. There we go. Back to back 4 of a kinds. This was the session I should have had at the South Point. Though funny enough, despite the fact that I lost there, I did get more Players Club points than either of my parents, and they were playing slots primarily. So I guess it did last. I guess it did last a long time, or at least long enough to get more coin in. What do I got here? This is nothing. Flush. Yeah, I'll hold it. Got shot. 5 6 8 9. Oh, full house dealt. Oh my goodness. I think some people in this spot would get would take a big risk, but I don't think that's the best choice here. So we're gonna hold the Wild Royal. That's already pretty big. 125. That's 2 this session. Yeah. Some people out there, I think I have seen a couple of videos where they throw it away. They do that with 5 of a kind, actually, which is even worse. Well, not really, but getting rid of the Wild Royal is even worse. But yeah, you have to hold that. Actually, if I remember, 5 of a kind, it actually depends on the pay table. Pair of 3s. I wonder if we'll come across that here. Pair of aces. Couple of deuces. And 4 kings. Pair of 3s. Nothing. 3 8s. Nothing. Pair of queens. I guess I'll play up to 100 hands and then we'll switch over. Nothing here. Couple of deuces. Flush. One of my most popular videos in recent months has been the Jacks Are Better in Bonus Poker quiz that I released a year ago. That's making me want to make another quiz for Deuces Wild, because this game is different enough that it deserves its own quiz. Go for that. Nope. Let's see. Trying to remember, did I go for the flush last time with the deuce? We do have a royal draw as well. Okay, they want us to go for the royal, yeah. All right. Deuce. What? This must be a something that's very close. I'd have to see what the expected value for this is, but wow. this one's different. I don't know if I came across it before. Look what it's at telling me to hold here. Queen Jack 10 with the deuce. Is it because it's all mixed suits? Huh. That is strange. I mean, going for a straight draw with the deuce is not something you do otherwise. I guess it happens very rarely. Nothing. Pair of kings. Pair of eights. It's Jack 10, 7, 3. Nothing. Deuce. Straight. It wants us to go for the straight flush. Okay. All right. We'll do it. And nothing. Straight draw. No. And one more hand. All right, 100 hands. We'll go ahead and switch over to something else. Do want to remind you guys, if you have any questions you want me to answer, this is the perfect time to do it right here in the live stream. Go ahead and put in the chat. And if you haven't done so yet, do me a favor and hit that like button if you're enjoying the stream. Definitely appreciate it. All right. Hopefully in future episodes, we will have a lot more to discuss. And now we're off to a little bit of a slow start, but no worries. I'm looking to see if we can actually get some other people to join us live as guests. That's the goal for the future anyway. Let's see. Maybe let's go to good old-fashioned wheel poker. Why not? I'll go ahead and enable the training. I don't need to enable the custom pays. I'll go ahead and expand the window here so you can see more of the game. We'll do 5 hands. You know what? I always do double bonus. Why don't I instead do spam call? Sorry about that, guys. I didn't put my phone on mute. There we go. Shouldn't hear that anymore. Well, let's just keep it a double bonus. I would have selected jacks are better, but that's not an option. Make it more exciting with the four of a kinds. Want to get a big premium four of a kind and a wheel spin. All right. Will we get a wheel spin? Is it the straight flush draw? Yeah. Yeah, 3 to a straight flush, 2 gap is is better than 4 to a gutshot straight. Pardon me, guys. 2 pair. One of those is a pair of aces. This is double bonus, and it's also wheel poker, so we hold the aces. All right, 3 fours. Can we get four of a kind here? Ooh. Nope. Didn't get it. Flush draw. Not a single one. Still, we just hold the ace. If you've seen any of my previous videos featuring wheel poker, you'll know the strategy is a little bit different. Because you're essentially getting a higher payouts for 4 of a kind with the addition of a bonus wheel spin. Here it's nothing. E4, 6, 7, 8. It's a gut shot. Actually, do we go for gut shots in wheel poker? I think I remember mentioning this. And the answer is no. Good thing I remembered. Discarded it all, and that was the right move. So yeah, you don't go for gut shots at all in wheel poker, even if it's double bonus. 10-9, go deuces. Here we go. Yeah, sometimes you'll notice that I read the cards out loud just to make sure I'm seeing what I think I'm seeing. Pair of queens. Pair of eights. King jack. Pair of deuces. 7, 5, 4. Okay, yeah, you don't go for gut shots in this game. Let's discard all. To pair, one of them's aces. Go ahead and hold the aces. I'm curious to know. Let me go to the game rules, since I did do a video about looking at the game rules today. I'm just curious to see if they give the average amount here. Doesn't seem to be. The credit value indicating the wheel potential is awarded. Doesn't seem to be, yeah, it doesn't seem to say it. So yeah, that's good to know. Or not good, because you don't know. Though I think there was an article on Wizard of Odds that stated something to that effect of what the average wheel bonus is. King Jack of Hearts. Oh, they will. Okay, yeah. So this hasn't changed from normal a double bonus. So it's like one of the few gut shots to go for is Ace King Queen Jack. I would assume something like Ace King Queen 10 as well, but I haven't gotten it yet to find out. Ace. I think we'll play. Let's see. It's currently 5:02 Pacific time, local time, and we'll play another 8 more minutes, and then we're gonna wrap it up. So in those 8 minutes, do you think we'll get a 4 of a kind? You think we'll get a chance to spin the wheel? If you're watching live, you can put in the chat if you think so. If you don't think so, make your bets. If you're watching the replay, you can either just think about it. Answer that question in your head if you're watching this after the live stream. Try my best to be as interactive with you all as possible, even if you're watching this at a later date. All right, 2 pair with a pair of queens. In normal double level bonus, you just hold both pairs. But in wheel poker, due to the higher payouts for 4 of a kind, even then, you just hold the queens. And that is true. And so for those few of you guys who complain about holding 2 pair consisting of a high pair, well, this is your game right here. You don't have to do that. Finally, you got 1 flush. Okay, normally the strategy here is to hold the queen and the jack. Not the case here. I wonder if it's because it's wheel poker. The ace is more powerful. I probably did mention it in my wheel poker video. Ace, Queen of Hearts, nothing. Poor session, especially when you don't get any wheel spins. Jack. Notice how much better playing single hand is, especially deuce is wild. That was fun. When you do hit your hands, of course. Five, 7, 9. Wait a minute. It's a double gap versus high card. I think we just hold the king. Yeah. Two pairs. One of them is a high pair. We hold just the high pair in wheel poker. Man, I have been able to get the four of a kind. King, queen of spades. This is nothing. Whole lot of nothing. Pair of sixes. Full house. Ace, jack of diamonds. King, queen of clubs. So actually the 9 as well, maybe. It's usually the case. Oh, almost. Ace only. Queen. Straight draw. Tens. King, queen of hearts or the straight draw? That's king, queen of hearts here. Okay, last time I held the queen jack, it was wrong. Let's see, the ace. Yeah. You got 3 to the royal. I don't think the strategy is any different here. It's not like you can get a 4 of a kind by holding either, so we'll go... Oh! Oh, okay, yeah. Look at the pay table. I remember this now. In 9-6 pay tables, specifically, whether it's 9-6 jacks or better or 9-6 double bonus, or actually any game that pays 30 for a flush. If it pays 30 for a flush and your 3 to a royal consists of both an ace and a 10, then you hold 4 to the flush instead. And that only applies if the flush pays 30 exactly, which is the case in this game. Yeah, many of the video poker games I play don't do that. But yeah. If it paid 25, then you always go for the royal flush. If it paid 35, in the case of 10-7 double bonus, then you always go for the flush. But in this case, the flush pays 30, so it's actually the context of what the royal flush consists of determines whether you go for 3 to a royal or 4 to the flush. We got 1 minute left. I think we'll go up to 70 hands, so we'll play 8 more and then we will stop. We'll probably call it a wrap. Ace. Ace again. Wow, this is nothing. Pair of kings. King, queen, jack. Normally this is what we would do here. Yeah, still the case. Didn't get anything though. Ace again. Last hand. Pair of sixes. Oop, didn't mean to go that fast, but that was it. That was a loss of 1,005 credits, virtual credits. That would be about $50 if I was playing nickels. Yeah, in that case, if I was playing, I'd be gone before losing that amount. Goes to show how difficult it is if you don't get the wheel. Get the wheel, you have a chance of getting some of it back, but alas, especially within the first $20 or so. But all right, we're going to go ahead and end it off here. Let me go ahead and head back to the regular web camera. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and end off the stream here. This was a bit of a slow start, but that is pretty fine with me. We're going to work on making some improvements, and people have been busy lately, the past week, and looks like this week as well. So hopefully in future episodes we'll be able to get things a little bit more, jump started here, and hopefully in a couple of weeks we'll have Dave on as a guest. We may try to get some others as well. We're going to make this a much more well-rounded show. I'll hopefully get you some more news to discuss in the beginning as well, something a bit more appropriate as well. But let's go ahead and end it off here. I want to thank you everybody for joining me for the very first episode of the Monday Mic Drop. We'll hope you tune in next week. We'll do it again next week. If you haven't done so yet, if you're enjoying this stream, support the channel, support this video, hit that like button. Definitely appreciate it. If you're brand new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. We're going to be doing this every week. That makes it 2 streams a week now. We have our PokerStars home game stream on Thursdays, and we got this one now on Monday. Start your week off with the Monday Mic Drop. Share this with others, definitely. If you got any questions that you want to ask me live, feel free to post it. If you're watching this after the live, if you're watching the replay and you want to ask a question because maybe you're not able to make the live, you can put it in the comment section, and I'll be sure to make a note of it, and I'll answer it right at the very beginning of the stream, of the Q&A segment at that. Hit the bell icon to be notified once I go live next. Next live stream will be on Thursday for the PokerStars home games live. Next video, right now I have a new video coming out on Friday. It's a very interesting story, video poker related. You're gonna love it. It's about a big mistake that a casino made back in 2007. Maybe you know it, maybe you don't, but it's an interesting story. That is very interesting to share. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and finish it off. Jose, much appreciated for sticking around. But yeah, have a great rest of your Monday. And the next Monday Mic Drop is next week. Next stream will be Thursday. Next video on Friday. Maybe I'll try to get something interesting for Wednesday. Not sure yet, but that's the content coming up for the next week. Take care, everyone. See you for the next one. Take care and go make it happen.